Hello and welcome to the Card Deck Creator interview series with me, Ayesha Hilton. Today I'm very excited to welcome Sue Williams, who's joining me from England. It's late at night there and early in the morning here. So welcome, Sue. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
So Sue's created a gorgeous little deck that I'll get her to share in a minute, and it's called You Believe Oracle Cards.
Yes, that's right.
Sue, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then we'll talk about your card deck.
Yes, certainly. Hello, everybody. I'm an author and poet. So I've self-published 3 books on the topic of self-belief, which is the same subject as the card deck. And I've also done a collection of my own poetry, which is called I Am Unique.
That's beautiful. All right, so let's talk about your card deck. Would you like to just show it to us first? Because it's always good to have show and tell.
Yes, certainly. So that's the box with the obviously one of the things about the deck is it has butterflies, which kind of symbolize transformation. So that's a big thing on there. And I like having a lot of uplifting colors as well. And as we said, it's the Believe Oracle card deck. So it's all about self-belief. And there are 54 cards in the deck. They all have the same back, which is the same as I've just shown you. And then they have on the front, they have a different little saying and an image that goes with the saying on each one. So that one was believe your intuition will show the way. There's obviously there's various different phrases. Believe you can redesign your life. Some of them are more in terms of helping you have a feeling of self-belief, and others are more geared to perhaps taking action and moving into action and achieving things. So
beautiful. I love the design. I'm a big butterfly fan. It used to be my logo, and I love like that coming out of the chrysalis and blossoming, with your wings, beautiful colored wings. So
that's right.
Yeah. What I liked about your deck is just how vibrant it is. It has so much color and it's just really quite stunning. So congratulations on your deck.
Thank you very much.
How long had you been wanting to do a deck?
Yeah, well, actually, it comes from quite a long time ago. And originally, as I was saying, I'm an author, and I actually, before I did the deck, I did my books. And if you see the cover of that book, it's got the butterfly design on the cover. And it was actually from people who bought the book. A couple of people kind of said to me, oh, they really liked the image on the cover and they liked to have it by the bedside, and they found it quite inspiring to look at. So that kind of triggered something in me around doing a card deck. I mean, I was already sort of doing angel card readings and things like that, but it seemed a logical thing to go one step further from the books and actually have the card deck to complement that series. And I think a lot of what I was about as well when I did the books was having things that were kind of easily accessible. So like the books have got short stories and poems in them. So they're things that you can tap into quite easily and don't need to spend too much time on them. And similarly with the deck, my idea was it's kind of like you can draw a card in the morning, preferably, and it gives you that sort of daily dose of inspiration and a little uplifting message really to take with you during the day.
Yes, I love the deck, and I love how you responded to the people who loved your book. And you're right, that image does uplift people. So when did you actually start designing the deck? Was it just this year? When did you launch your deck?
I've actually had my deck around for quite a while, actually. It was first designed in 2015 and on an app. And the app's actually, you can see the cards are on my website as well on an app. And then I had the physical card deck produced as well. So they've been around quite a while, and I'm actually kind of relaunching them at the moment because they're also going on Deckable, which is a new platform, which you're familiar with, I think, for card decks.
Yes. So, well, a couple of things there. Yes. So I noticed you're one of the people that do have an app on your website where you can click and it will show you the card and reveal a little message for the day. So I had a little play and mine was to be seen. So I had that card. So here we are being seen. Yes. And that's a cute little app. And that's just one on your website. It's not like Deckable is more a full-blown deck app. So you've put your deck on Deckable and now you're relaunching the physical and the digital deck. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. So I'm going to shortly, the cards will be reprinted. And I'm also going to have a journal that goes with the deck as well, so that people, because another asset really with the cards is that you get journaling questions. So if you use it on either on my website or on Deckable at the moment, you get 3 sort of journaling questions to go with each card. So I'm expanding on that really, and having a journal to go with them, which will also have some affirmations, some inspirational quotes and things like that to go with the cards.
Yeah, and just make it a really beautiful package. So you're going to print that journal?
That's right, yes.
Yeah. And who are you printing your cards with, if you're able to tell us? Because you're in the UK. We have a lot of people in the UK who want to print in the UK. Are you printing locally or overseas?
Locally, it'll be local. Yeah, I'm actually doing it through a lady who does similar to yourself. She produces card decks. She liaises with a printer over here, so that's how I'll be getting them printed, really.
Oh, that's good. Yes, I think I know who you're talking about, actually.
I can say if you want it. So.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. That's fine. And with the journal, are you going to print that locally or use like Amazon KDP? What are you thinking?
I will probably be using Amazon KDP for that.
Yeah. I'm about to launch a couple of journals and I'm just going to use KDP. I used to use Ingram Spark, but the pricing's just gone up so high. Like yesterday, I made 77 cents or something on like a $20 product. It's like,
oh gosh,
it's just not really high enough. So, because it's sold through Amazon, printed with Ingram Spark, and by the time you get your bit, 77 cents, not really, it's a lot of work, and then it's like minuscule return. So unless you're selling millions. So yeah. So, and with your card deck, are you using that in your own readings, giving it away when you run workshops? Like how are you using your deck in your business?
Yeah, I do use it for my own readings, and I've got a little group as well of people on Facebook that I use it with. And I also kind of go into some other groups, like there's a new midlife woman group, for example, where I do a card every week on a Monday as well. So, and sometimes I go to Mind, Body, Spirit fairs and, you know, take cards with me to those as well.
Yeah. Beautiful. So it's a beautiful complementary to your books, your workshops, your readings. Yeah, no, well, congratulations on your deck. It's really beautiful. And I look forward to seeing it on Deckable and having a look at it too. So yes. And is there anything you think would be helpful to other deck creators that now that you've gone through the process and obviously had your deck for quite a while, that you could share any insights or tips?
I think it's yeah, it's an interesting question, really. I think it's take time, you know, to make sure that the card, you know, you've got the images that you want and the cards, the right images to go with any messages that obviously that you have. I think pay attention to the box. One of the things that I sort of fell down on, I think, is I spent so much time basically with the cards, the messages, choosing the images and all that kind of thing, that I didn't put as much thought into the box, surprisingly. So I think it's making sure that, I suppose, that it's a quality product all the way through, really.
Yes. And the box that you've got now, is that the original box, or you've updated that box that you just showed us before?
Yes, it's updated. I must admit, when I did the original box, it was actually very dull.
Yeah, well, it looks lovely now. Can we have another look at the box, just because it's so pretty? Yeah. And then just, can you turn it to the back? Yeah.
On the same on both sides, basically.
Yeah. So yes, and like, we've got a lot of people not doing boxes at the moment, just because the print costs have gone so high in the last couple of years. But the box is so gorgeous. So yeah, it's good to be able to make it. And the box is the hardest thing to design yourself as well, because it comes as this weird shape that's, then you've got to imagine it folded. It is where people struggle. In your deck, you don't have a booklet either, do you? It's not really necessary.
No, when I have them reprinted, I'm actually going to have a booklet in them this time. So I'll have an eight-page booklet.
Yeah, so
I think it's a good point, actually, that it's either a good idea to have some cards with the explanation on them,
yes,
or to have a little booklet.
Yeah, so what we've been doing is just having little explainer cards, like we do on Deckable as well, just because it's heaps cheaper than printing anything any other way. So yeah, no, that's good. Well, congratulations, and thank you for sharing your deck with us, and yeah, wishing you all the best with the next print run.
Thank you very much. Yes, really appreciate you having me on, and I've enjoyed having a chat with you as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Sue. I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't it interesting? And I hope you got some inspiration and some tips from listening to this. So if you're interested in making your own card deck, I invite you to check out the Card Deck Creators Toolkit that I've created for people like you who want to create their own inspirational, affirmation, or oracle card deck. There's so many different card decks that you can create. So I invite you to check out the links below to get the toolkit and get on your way creating. And if you've already created your own card deck, congratulations. Share a link below. I'd love to see it. Much love to you, and take care.